Okay, so this was just recently released. 6 Filipinos versus 1 secret white guy. Now look guys, I cannot wait to go to the Philippines. I'm going this year. That's gonna be awesome. And yes, I will vlog it and post it. Be ready for that.
I'm Filipino.
I'm Filipino.
I'm Filipino.
I'm Filipino.
I'm Filipino.
I'm Filipino.
And I'm Canadian.
I love the dramatic music right after I'm Canadian.
So I actually have a YouTube channel where I make content primarily in Tagalog. I do interviews with other foreigners who have an interest in the country. And I also do reaction videos where I go out to restaurants and speak Tagalog with Filipinos. And normally they're like really surprised that I can speak the language.
Oh,
so yeah, I'm really
yo, I know this guy. I know him. Not in person, but I know him. Yo, my fault, by the way, bro. Because I think he's emailed me before, but I never responded because, I don't know, I was just getting bombarded with emails. Like, some of them were like scam emails and stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know when you get those spam emails? And I swear, I was like, nah, this ain't actually him. I didn't know, right? My fault, bro. If that was actually, I'm pretty sure it was him. Oh my gosh. I completely forgot about that. But yeah, he's a really cool dude.
really excited to be a part of this. And
Super
I
dope.
hope I do well.
What's like everyone's full name?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go by Ray Matthew Cabado.
Not the Rays.
Oh, so many Rays.
Yeah, my name is Bianca Jolene. My
that
first name
is
is Bianca
Filipino.
Jolene, and then that Jolene is a combination of my parents' name.
My name is Sean Satari Donna.
That's unique.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is really unique. Wow.
From the mountains.
Starry Donna.
So my name
or
is Jana
Sartaria Donna.
Luis de los Reyes de Acevedo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got a drink.
We're talking about names.
You win. My full name is John Mendoza Manalo.
Yeah. Wow,
Okay.
Now this is getting hard.
Yeah, that's hard.
Okay.
I just Googled popular Filipino last names, and Manalo actually is a last name, but it's also a verb in Tagalog to mean to win. So I thought it'd be like a good omen.
He went by John something Manalo, but he didn't have a second first name.
My government name is Paula Marie Ambestros Guerra.
And best
Very
friends.
Spanish. Marie's very...
Yeah, Marie.
Yup.
So
Yeah.
I go by Mark William de la Vega.
Yo, because for example, in Brazil, we have a lot of de too. So like, for example, my grandma is Lourdes de Souza. So sometimes there is just Souza or sometimes Silva, right? So like my last name is Silva, but some people have de Silva, which I'm pretty sure is on my dad's side, like Gabriel de Silva, but also it's just Gabriel Silva for me. But yeah, it's like very similar in a way.
You sound like a politician.
I know, right?
What if I am?
You even said that like a politician.
What provinces your parents or you from?
Well, my mom's from Malabon. My dad's from Culucan.
So I was born in Quezon City. So, and before I moved to America, I lived in Antipolo, Rizal. But then my dad is from Nueva Ecija, that province. And then my mom is from Bicol.
Represent.
Yeah, Bicol.
Yeah, so my mom's from Bicol.
Ah.
So Nabua specifically. My dad's Ilocano.
Wait, Nabua?
Yeah,
Dang.
Nabua.
Oh.
Look at the
Quezon
islands, bro.
City, the Naga
Okay.
City, all that. Yeah.
The Philippines has
It's
7,000
like
islands.
not common for people in that province to immigrate to the US. Wherever his mom was from was a city over from where my mom's from. So I was like, oh, like, trust this guy.
My mom is from Cavite province, and my dad is from Metro Manila. So I was actually born in Manila.
Metro Manila.
Yeah, and then I was raised in Canada, and then like maybe, I don't know, 2 years ago I moved to California.
Okay.
Why'd you move?
For work.
What do you do for
Yeah.
work?
I'm a graphic designer.
Nice.
Artistic, creative.
It's not a medical
Yo.
professional, though.
The medical revert, that was good. But listen, that's crazy. He had quick answers, bro. Very quick answers. I'm liking that, bro. I want to see if he's gonna survive like the last one with the they tried to guess the non-Indian. Like, I want to see if he'll survive like the other guy did. But damn, bro, quick answer so far. But not
Yeah,
enough.
that was a
though.
conversation for sure with my parents, but I was a little bit worried that people would think the story was a bit too complicated, that I was born in the Philippines, moved to Canada, and then later moved to California, and I think that worked.
Both of my parents are from Iloilo City. My dad got like transfer over to the Netherlands, and that's where I was born.
Wow.
Yeah, he studied math. He got a PhD in math, and then he got a job offer from that and moved to the States.
My mom is from Cebu and my dad's from Baguio. So the beach and the mountains,
Wow.
we got a little mix.
My dad is from Pangasinan. My mom is from Bulacan, I think. I'm not too sure.
This is so cool. mole?
I was born and raised in the Philippines for I would say 10 years, and I moved here about I would say when I was 14.
So you guys have all been to the Philippines.
You've never
you
been?
gotta go to the
But I'm
motherland.
fluent with the language.
So when Mark said that he had never been to the Philippines, but he speaks Tagalog, I was like, okay, that's something that I can like kind of jump on right away.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes him a little bit more suspicious for the other people. Oh. How did that happen?
Well, I was threatened to learn. My mom told me, "Pa hindi ka naaral ng Tagalog, pumunta ka sa Pinas." I'm like,
I feel like somebody that was gonna come in here and just speak Tagalog, like, I was like, oh, they're probably the mole.
I know there's a lot of kids
Yeah.
that don't go to the Philippines, but I feel like
Damn,
him being
bruh.
fluent in Tagalog, I was like, maybe you just like assimilated
Damn,
here.
I feel like
wait.
my
So they just came in here with one mindset right off the bat. It's like, okay, whoever speaks it first, trying to show off Tagalog, they're definitely the mole. I mean, I would have thought like that too. If I had to be the mole, right, and I had to come in there like, ako si Gabriel. I would not do it because I already know that it's me trying to show that, hey guys, like I'm Filipino, right? The fake Filipino. But, I wouldn't because I know everyone would think like that. That's just me though, you know what I'm saying? Like, he obviously didn't think that. He thought, because he's not the mole, so he probably assumed like they won't have a problem, but you gotta like double think about it. It's basically just how you have to think about it in this game. Like, you just have to be like overthinking it, but not too much overthinking. Just gotta think it out.
parents wanted my ate and I to just assimilate so bad in America, you know?
Yeah, same.
Like, I mean, I moved here when I was 3, right? So that's why I have no accent. But like, I was born there, right? So in my head, I'm like, it's kind of embarrassing that I don't know Tagalog like fluently.
I don't speak it at all. I only know 3 words. Salamat po.
Salamat po.
Taba.
Taba. Of course. Yeah.
Do you know any bad words? Oh, of course.
He said like the most basic ones. So I said, like some friend probably taught him something and then,
Salamat po.
went along with it. So I was like, still, I think it's fake.
I can speak it pretty well,
Gabriel.
but like, I definitely have an accent.
I feel like that's a Phil-Am kid thing. Like we all, like our parents spoke in the heavy accent, but
Yeah.
then they grew up, like we grew up here and then they're like, wait. you put that in the basura, you know? So
I struggle with the language a lot because
Wait.
I grew up with.
Okay, let me ask you guys something because I don't know what she said there, but I'm taking a guess from kind of a mixture of my Portuguese. Did she say basura means broom? Because in Portuguese, for me, we say, hey, pega a vassoura. Vassoura is broom, but it sounds like she said basura. Was that what it is? Yo, if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but yeah, that's what it is in Portuguese. Vassoura, not basura, but maybe it's similar, right? Y'all let me know.
you know? So
I struggle with the language a lot because I grew up with like TFC playing in the house.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like, I would see a lot of like Filipino dramas, but then my parents also speak Olongo, a different dialect. So like I get mixed up on what is Olongo and what's Tagalog. But like when I'm in the Philippines, I know enough to like understand people, but I don't be speaking it fluently.
You guys are all convincing liars.
I know, I have no idea.
You have to
maybe
be.
you were just raised there.
Does anyone have a family name? My grandma called me Achok. It means nothing, but it just sounds cute. So I went by Achok in my family.
Growing up, my family always called me Jolo.
Jolo.
Yeah, from John.
My family called me Kukang. I don't know why.
Kukang?
Like, I don't know why. I don't know what it means. Like, does anyone?
I'm sure it's because it like rolls off the Filipino tongue.
Maybe.
Bukan.
They call me Maasim.
Okay,
Because
sour.
I'm a twin. So there's Maasim and Matamis because we're sweet and sour. One's very mean, one is very sweet.
That's adorable.
I felt if the mole was in our camps, they would be trying to speak Tagalog. I felt that he was just going hard on the Tagalog to prove his case.
There were definitely some people that were trying that I felt were
Damn,
trying
bro.
a little bit too hard, and that's where my suspicions were coming up.
My parents call me Pot. There's also like
Pot Pot.
Kaka because my name's Bianca.
Nah, bro.
My family calls me Jang. And then for Filipinos, they usually like double it, like Jang Jang.
Yeah,
Kind of,
yeah.
like the Filipino names.
Now that sounds really nice.
Yeah.
She doubled it up, but I feel like when she was saying it, I felt like she was putting up an act. Like when she said her family nickname was John, I was like, okay, that's not believable.
Wait, is there anyone in here that's like, they can't understand Tagalog?
When there's a bit of English, I'm like, okay, I get context, but
Yeah.
I'm lost. I'm so lost.
I'm
Are
also.
you, wait, you said your mom's from Nabua?
Yes.
So can you understand Bicolano?
Yeah, my mom and like my stepdad speak that dialect.
Oh, cool.
But like, what is it? I can't discern between that and regular, so.
I get that. I can't either.
Ooh, I think they voted the guy out here, right here, this guy.
What am I?
All right. Yeah, I definitely think it's this guy, 100%. They're gonna vote him.
I think I kept throwing my Filipino like language out there, and I guess it was enough to like eliminate me for it was a desperate move for me to like, hey, like I don't want to get eliminated. I'm telling you, I'm Filipino. This is me.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about, by the way, because like the last one I did or reacted to, the people when they get voted out, they're like, oh, I don't know why they're hating on me and my. I've always had a problem with growing up in my like feeling not Indian enough. It's like, listen, man, it's not about that. It's a game. You guys are all wearing blindfolds. No one's like categorizing you as not Indian enough. They're just trying to guess who it is. You have to pick at everything. So I love the fact that he got voted out and he did not seem like a sore loser. It's just a Filipino way, I guess. You guys are not really sore losers. You guys like fight heavy and you guys want to win. But at the end of the day, it's all fun. You guys enjoy yourselves. This was super dope. It's just something I noticed. You feel me?
Karaoke, go-to karaoke song.
Journey Open Arms is I sing it. So.
Are you Tito?
Hey.
Hey, man.
Oh, no.
I get to belt my voice.
I can't sing for so
that's usually how it goes.
I'm just being honest.
You're
like,
either
I
sing or
don't do
you can't.
karaoke because like my dad, when I was living there with him, he would always bring out his karaoke stuff, and then he would let me like sing. But then like I get really shy, so I stop because I know I don't have the voice for it.
Me too.
Yeah, I just sing my heart out when I'm alone.
I just be singing.
Yeah, same here.
My parents love Frank Sinatra.
Wow.
Oh. Did they sing in the Philippines?
Yeah.
Oh, they're ballsy. you know the lore behind that, right?
Yeah, I do.
No.
About like that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you sing My Way at a karaoke bar,
I know about
you're
this.
not good at it, you get shot.
That's facts.
I did
That's
not
actual
know
facts.
about that.
Yeah, the My Way killings, it's a whole thing.
Scary, yeah.
Bayboat is also really fun.
Oh, Babel.
Yeah.
All right, what's it called? Like the system.
System, the Magic Mike?
Yup. No, not Mike.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what's mine called. The
It's called
karaoke
Magic
system?
Sings.
When Paula asked what you call the karaoke machine, and I had no idea. I was like, I don't know. I've never owned one. I think it depends on like the brand.
Oh, okay.
It's just magic. It's just
Yeah, just magic.
What's like a thing that you thought everyone did in the world, but it was actually just like a Filipino thing?
Oh my gosh, the spoon.
The spoon, right?
The spoon.
spoon.
I remembered it wasn't until like I want to say high school.
Bro.
At first I thought it was like, oh, it's an Asian thing,
Don't give me. Yeah.
And then like I saw like my other Asian friends like only use a fork, and I'm like, oh my
Wait,
god,
what?
you only a
That.
spoon.
I don't know what the spoon is.
Like you eat rice with a spoon, you eat everything with a spoon. I eat everything with a spoon, majority of the time, I would say, because like I don't know, it's just easier to eat. Is that what they're talking about?
I'm dumb. The way they framed it, I thought it was like a superstition with the spoon. Looking at it now, I'm like, oh yeah,
Oh,
they're
no,
talking
it's
about how
that.
you eat food with
No,
a spoon and fork at the same time, like dual wielding.
I don't do both.
I thought anybody that you saw at a family party, you just called your cousin.
I mean, that's what you do.
And I thought that was a common thing.
Oh, gotcha.
But then they're like, how are they related to you? I'm like,
No, that's my aunt's
that's
friend.
okay, he's a family friend. Whatever.
I thought that everybody measured the water when they were making rice with their fingers. Yeah. I thought that was just like a normal thing.
Wait, who said that?
John.
John. Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
I was worried that I was going to accidentally
little
say
nervous.
the wrong name or forget my own name. And so when someone said it, I wouldn't be able to know like
Oh my
that they were
gosh.
trying to talk to me. I chose John because it's a really typical Filipino name. Like I know like probably like 5 or 6 Filipinos that are named John.
All my white friends think it's weird that I use Vicks. So yeah, I don't think a lot of
The cure-all.
Clutch though.
Yeah, it is clutch.
The smell is good.
Yeah. Oh my god. It immediately reminds me of being at home sick and my dad's like, you gotta put Vicks on. And he would immediately just take this right here, put a little bit on my nose right here, and then like through here, and then maybe just like massage my back and shoulders with this. And there's also a superstition with Vicks that if you put this on the soles of your feet and then you wear socks, that you will stop coughing. Is there any like
What?
Filipino superstitions that y'all know about?
He's probably gonna bring that up.
My mom always told me, don't sleep with your hair wet.
Oh, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Every time it was
Yeah.
raining, it was like you have to immediately like shower, get the hair dry. Also,
Whoa,
I was
really?
told like if you have a mole on your palm, that that would mean you'll be wealthy one day. Which I have a mole on my palm, but I'm still waiting for that.
My mom always talks about this thing, like if you pee outside. Have you guys heard that?
No.
With like duende.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
the duende?
yeah. Like they'll do something bad to you.
Yeah, they'll like trick you or whatever.
Wait, what's duende?
It's like the little dwarf.
Like
They're-
a tiny little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
So if
my
you pee
gosh.
outside and you pee on them, then they get mad and they like do something against
Yeah.
you. So you're supposed to say
know, right?
you're supposed to say tabi tabi po, which is like like move out of the way or whatever.
Oh,
Is there anybody that's like suspicious with anybody?
I'd say yes.
I
I am too, yeah.
who's right next to me to my left?
Jana.
Jana.
Yes.
A lot of things you said were kind of just generalized things.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about you. What do you
About
do?
me. Okay.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now.
Okay.
Let's see. I am a caregiver. I work at a nursing home.
That's very Filipino.
You want me to prove more stuff to you? Because I can go on.
Okay, yeah. I was just curious. I want to learn a little bit more.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
I'm pursuing nursing after college.
Okay, yeah,
I
that's the most
graduate next
Filipino
week,
thing
so
I've
yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay,
so
I lied.
That doesn't sound convincing enough to you?
I don't know.
I'm just wondering, like you said, you lived in the Philippines for
Yes,
10 years.
I did.
But you weren't sure where your dad was from.
Mom.
I don't really ask my mom, to be honest with you, because like my mom is kind of like, I would say like they're whitewashing a bit, like my mom's side. My dad's side, they're very like, what you call this, like very Filipino in a way. So I don't know, I don't ask her anything.
But like
so.
even like the province.
I don't, because she doesn't speak any dialect.
He's smart
She
for
said that
that.
she didn't know where her mom was from. And I'm kind of just really big on like, even if like you were born here, I feel like it's really important to know like where your roots are, you know? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like you're Filipino, but like it's more than that. There's like thousands of islands in the Philippines.
Yeah.
You should know like relatively where like both your parents are from.
He was smart. He budged in just a little bit to add some like, yeah, but you don't even know like just the province or something. Like he's smart for that, you know, just so he can get the win, bro. He gets everybody's little seed in their head.
I felt very targeted because they're just like, oh yeah, she's the fake one because she's just answering like generalized questions. So I'm like, okay, well, ask me more like in-depth questions. That way I can like give you more in-depth answers, but that didn't really like come up. So I said, that's fine.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you'd like to continue playing
Well, they gotta
the game,
target somebody, I
please
mean.
raise your hand.
How else you
What's
do
like a
this?
toxic trait or trauma, for lack of a better word, that a like your Filipino family or Filipino extended culture has?
Okay, so my biggest annoyance is that they veil generosity to manipulate people.
Oh, I 1000% agree.
That's really interesting.
And it's one of those things where I see that and I'm like, I just don't want to be that type of Filipino, you know?
Agreed.
There's a lot of like judgment as well.
Yeah.
Especially on like physical appearance.
Yes, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
that's
It's
that.
really hard to deal with sometimes.
My parents are really open and telling me when I gained weight or lost
Yeah.
weight.
Yeah.
All the time, man.
Even like family friends will be so direct. Just
They
like,
are.
"Oy, tumaba ka na."
Yeah.
What? Like,
Obviously, like standards of beauty is very subjective,
Right.
but I just don't respect the colorism in the Philippines.
sure.
Just
Yeah.
because my mom was really big on like, oh, you're getting too dark. Like it's like 100 degrees outside because we live in SoCal, and she's like, we should wear a long sleeve. Like, no, I'm not gonna wear a long sleeve in 100-degree weather.
Just like a lot of Asian culture, it can be really strict and also judgmental in the world of like academics and trying to succeed. And you know, it's like I remember like a core memory of mine was like I was like 80th percentile in like my SAT scores, which is pretty decent. But I remember because my sister was like 95th percentile, my parents were really upset with me. And so just like growing up with that was a little bit difficult.
Just out of curiosity, how tall?
That happens real quick, by the way, in Hispanic culture too. Like very upfront, like damn, you look like you gaining a lot of weight, or you're not eating enough, right? It's always just like between. It's always something, right? It's like, oh, yo, why your hair look like that? You know, like let's cut your hair a little bit. You kind of look like you're homeless or something. Like, you know, they're very like upfront or judgmental. This just happens a lot in different cultures. So it's really dope to see that, you know, like Filipinos do have something similar in that aspect. And it's crazy, man. This happens with every culture. Some cultures might be completely different in a sense, right? It can be with a different thing, maybe with marriage, or they're very like strict on that. You know, like that can happen in Indian culture, like so many different cultures. And I love hearing about this because it really shows you that side of, you know, like this is what goes on behind the scenes, you know? I love
And so
seeing that.
just like growing up with that was a little bit difficult.
Just out of curiosity, how tall is everybody here?
I'm pretty short, but I'm tall for a Filipino, kind of.
I'm mega tall, so like I'm 6'3".
Oh, never mind.
Damn.
I'm
My
not tall for
cousin's
a Filipino.
6'3". I'm 5'2".
Damn.
5'8".
Okay, maybe I'm short. I lied. I'm 5'6".
That's my brother's
all good,
height.
dude.
I'm kind of tall for a Filipino. Like I'm probably the tallest friend in like all my friend groups, but I'm 5'5".
5'5"?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's my mom's height. I'm just like comparing everybody to my parents and my family.
Yeah, like I'm super tall back home in the Philippines, but then here I'm like just average.
We didn't say what our favorite Filipino food was, which is
Oh yeah.
Mine is sisig for sure.
yum,
I love sisig.
yum,
I don't
I
know
wanna
if you
try
guys
that.
know what this is called. It's called picadillo.
yum. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
it's almost like arroz cubana, right? Yeah.
Ahos.
I love mongo.
Mongol.
Yeah, that's good.
That's the best.
What is
It's my
that?
comfort food.
I mean, there's the classics like halo halo, obviously.
Halo halo, of
That one.
course.
There was one other one that. Oh yeah. I used to ask my mom to make this all the time, but pancit molo when I was growing up was always one of my favorites.
Mine's gonna go on. Specifically cooked by my stepdad. I'm very.
Is that the one with like the pork blood?
Yeah, pork blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cooks it like perfect. Like every other place I go to, it's like super vinegary. So it's
That's
like
crazy because I don't know anyone that cooks dinaguan. Like it's always store bought or
Yeah.
like from the restaurant.
You gotta cook it in a huge batch. You can't like do a small batch. I lied. I've never had it in my life. My stepdad cooks it phenomenally. I don't eat that. It's candied pork blood. I'm gonna eat it at home. Eventually.
Do you guys know
he just
bulalo?
lied and he's
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, I ate that a lot growing up because my mom is
mean-
from Cavite, right?
What is
You felt
soup,
like he
right?
had
It's
to.
a soup. It's like
Yeah.
a beef broth soup.
I'm sure I've had it before. I just don't know the
It's got
name.
like
So
string
good.
beans and corn in it.
Cabbage.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's
come
really,
on now.
really good. So I just got back from a trip to the Philippines. I was there for 3 weeks. So I'd never been to the Philippines at all before that. It was my very first trip. And so one of the places that I went to was Cavite. And then when I was there, I tried their local dish, which is called bulalo.
Anybody have like their parents make like Filipino spaghetti?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet,
My mom
right?
makes it
Every
Very
time I go back
sweet.
to my hometown, that's like for sure the first thing I tell her to make.
With the bright red hot dogs.
Yeah.
Classic.
Those are
Dude,
not normal hot dogs.
I can't wait to have it. Oh my gosh. Who? Damn.
Ray's story was like a little bit weird, and I was a little surprised that, I didn't at least go one more round.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you'd like to continue playing the game, please raise your hand.
Who voted to keep playing?
I did.
I did.
I didn't.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I thought we got him.
Yeah, it really feels like everyone here is Filipino. Like, I don't know who
I'm
I
like
would,
nervous.
vote for.
It does feel like we're all Filipino, but I think I just really watched too much Jubilee.
It's always never.
Where
Yeah.
the mole is just so good.
Let's
You'll
see.
take this the wrong way. I feel like Ray's fine. I feel like Bianca's fine. John, I'm so sorry. I don't know. There's just like I don't know if it's my intuition. I hope I'm wrong, but like I don't know. Like
Okay.
I mean, like money's on the line. You guys like you know what I mean. So it's like
Speaking her truth.
Hey man.
I don't know. I just feel like I mean
What's
like
suspicious about me?
your accent is very American. Like I mean, obviously we're all Philam.
But I was also raised in Canada, right?
That's true.
So like I might have a little bit of a different accent because of
That's
that. And I
different.
moved when I was 8, so I really have like the
Okay.
Canadian accent.
He did say he likes bololo, and bololo is pretty deep in there.
Yeah.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you'd like to continue playing the game, please raise your hand. If the light turns green, that means you have voted the mole out and you win. If the lights turn red, that means the mole is still
Wait, so he
in the box
won money,
and
right?
You lose.
He
3,
wins money.
2, 1.
Oh, you guys.
Y'all, if my intuition's right.
Yeah.
Y'all should have listened.
Damn it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my,
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
I said it. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I was not expecting you.
I didn't vote you.
I did.
I think I voted him for the first one.
I did too.
So I'm from Canada. In Canada, there's a really big population of Filipinos. And so when I was about 18, I really got to know the community. I was working at a place that was maybe like 50% Filipino.
Damn, bro.
I met a girl and started dating. We started dating. And so I put a lot of effort into learning the language, and it probably took me like 2 years or something like that to get conversational. And that was like, you know, nearly
He's probably
9
around
years
her
ago.
family too,
Okay,
right?
so since you are not Filipino, what is something that like you think is so beautiful about the culture?
Filipinos are like
Singing.
the most hardworking people I've ever met. Honestly, like they are grinding out there, and it's amazing how much they're willing to sacrifice for their families as well. This is so commendable.
This is why I always say at the end of my like workouts, I'm like, mabuhay Pilipinas. Mabuhay Pilipinas.
For me, being here was
Mabuhay Pilipinas.
nerve-wracking.
Hey,
but
how do I say that?
I've kind of been in
Mabuhay Pilipinas. I say it good?
situations like this a lot for like the last 8 or 9 years, where it's a room full of Filipinos and I'm the only one that isn't. And something in me has always wanted to fit in and kind of assimilate to the groups that I'm in. In some ways, I've been playing this game for years.
Yeah.
You know, I feel really comfortable with Filipinos, and I think Filipinos feel comfortable with me. And
That's
yeah.
awesome, bro.
Going through life and realizing how unique the Filipino experience is, that my parents migrated here was it, and forged a good life for me and my brother and all my siblings.
That's so awesome, dude.
It's such a beautiful
It is.
thing.
I love that, bro. Awesome. Damn! He won, bro. Yo, that was awesome. I love that, guys. If you guys want more like this, please just let me know down in the comments. I really enjoyed it. And I love you guys, man. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hey, if you liked it, leave a like. If you loved it, subscribe. If you want more, let me know down in the comments below. And yeah, till next time, guys. Peace.